Hey guys, how are all of you doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shingeki no Kyojin, or you could call it Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 on Episode 6, I believe. Is it Episode 6? Yeah, Episode 6. Now, I'll let you guys know, I highly recommend you wait a little bit longer because the subtitles are out. They seem to be a little bit off, but they seem to fit in a certain, in an accurate sense, possibly. But all I can tell you, the subtitles are a little bit off. It might be a little confusing on what was put in there, so I highly recommend you wait. But those of you guys who are manga readers up to the latest chapter shouldn't have much of a problem. But those of you guys who are anime onlys, you're gonna be confused as hell of what happened. But aside from that, I'm just here to give you guys my recap, just letting you guys know ahead of time. Maybe just wait a little bit longer for the subtitles. The better translated subtitles to come out, but it's up to you. But aside from that, let's just get this recap started. Enough of me rambling on about me talking about subtitles. Let's go. We have to it that Eren was really upset that Armin took the blow of the Colossal Titan and wonders why can't he just run away. And we see to it that the Card Titan along with the Beast Titan user shows up in front of Eren, and Eren uses Bertolt as a hostage and he was about to kill him. But unfortunately, this Beast Titan user tells Eren, "You're Eren, right? You don't look like a lot like father." And he goes like, "What?" Eren's like bewildered or confused, wondering why he knows his father. And he sees to it that he tells Eren that I'm also a victim to our father. We both are. You're brainwashed. I want to help you. I really do. But before he can continue his conversation with Eren, Levi shows up in a freaking like distressed berserk manner, or should I say angry berserk manner, and is trying to go after Zeke. And Zeke realizing that he can't fight Levi at the state, neither can he decides to retreat, and he tells Eren, "Someday I will save you. You just wait for me, okay?" And we see to it, of course, Levi shows up in front of Eren and tells him to give him his gas and blade so he could chase down the Beast Titan user. And we go to a scene with like Hanji talking to Reiner, and Reiner gives him information about a letter to Krista from Ymir, and please give it to her. Hanji, on the other hand, says, "We'll do so, but after we take a look at the contents. I'm gonna ask you this: can you answer any of our questions or something?" And Reiner says, "No, I will not answer your questions." And Hanji was about to kill him, but John, on the other hand, tells Hanji otherwise. I mean, can't we at least like take his power or something? It could come in handy for us. But Hanji says, "Well, the conditions are not met right now. Levi is not around right now. Even when Eren says so about having a power user Titan, we don't really know where's Levi right now." So Hanji really wants to kill Reiner just for the hell of it, maybe because of all the they put them through. Jean, on the other hand, still convinces Hanji like, "Hey, this is not like you. I mean, how are we gonna beat the Titans if we don't like follow certain orders or like procedures that will help us win?" Hanji, on the other hand, asks Mikasa how much gas she has left, and she said, "I only have enough to reach where Armin and Eren is at." And Hanji, on the other hand, tells Mikasa, "All right, I want you to meet up with them, okay? If you see the situation where we cannot wait or do something about it, I want you to give me the signal so I can end Reiner's life." Although Jean was really surprised about this, Mikasa decides to go where Eren Armin is at. And this gets a little bit worse out of hand because they don't know what happened to Armin in the first place. Jean was really like concerned about it, but Hanji tells Jean like, "This is my decision though." We end up seeing that Armin is actually still alive even after being burnt up, and Eren asks Levi to give him the injection so he could eat Bertolt and survive. Levi, on the other hand, reluctantly in a certain sense, decides to give Eren the injection, but before he could do so right away, we see to it that the red hair guy, which his real name is revealed to be Flock, ends up bringing Irvin Smith to Levi, says, "Hey, Eren is still alive, man. He's bleeding out, but if you could give him the injection, he could survive." Levi decides to check his pulse and breathing, and he's actually still livable. While Mikasa gives the signal of ending Reiner's life to Hanji, they were unable to because the Beast Titan with that Titan that he's riding on top of its back saves Reiner and John saves Hanji from certain death, and Connie wasn't gonna go after the Titan that the Beast Titan user was riding on, but Hanji tells Connie not to do so because like you're low on gas and you're gonna get yourself killed. Okay. She therefore tells Connie and everyone else to go meet up where Eren and Armin is at. And we go to a scene where Eren is still somewhat alive and Levi decides to give the injection to Eren, and Eren stands in Levi's way and tells him, "You said you were gonna give Armin the injection earlier, didn't you?" But Levi says, "I'm gonna give the injection to the one who will save humanity." And Mikasa draws her blade and approaches Levi in a distressed manner, or should I say, in a depressed or like in a way that's your not a non-normal face manner. And we see to it that to the halfway point, we go to the scene where Levi asks Eren and Mikasa, "You guys know what the hell you're doing, right? You're asking me to hang Eren, who is the commander of the Survey Corps, and let him die? Is that it?" And therefore Levi tells Eren, "We don't got much time. Move." And we see to it that Eren grabs the injection box and Levi's like, "Eren, do not make this any harder for me right now, okay? Ignore your feelings." And Eren's like, "You want me to ignore them? Why didn't you give me the box or the injection in the first place?" And Levi confessed by saying, "Because I was considering the possibility of Eren surviving." And Eren's like, "Well, you could not expect Flock of all people to bring Eren to you." And Levi's like, "Yeah, but now that he's here, we're gonna save him." Eren still won't back down, and Levi punches him very hard in the face, and Mikasa pushes him down with her blade and was about to kill him. And we see to it that Levi tells Mikasa and everyone else, "You do understand without Eren, we won't be able to destroy the Titans, right?" And we see to it that Flock, which his real name, which I already told you his real name was revealed in this episode, says, "Yeah, we need Eren. Stop your stupidity right now, Mikasa." But Mikasa gives him a freaking angry glare right now. And we see to it that Eren convinces that Armin is the one that will save us, because he's the one that gave out the plan to like put the stone in Trost district and travel at night with the Titans, finding out Annie's identity as a female Titan. Eren reveals all the accomplishments that Armin was able to do, like finding Reiner's location, etc. He says like, "No, Armin is the one that's gonna save humanity, not me nor the commander. Isn't that right, Mikasa?" Mikasa tells Levi and grabs the injection box, "Give me the box now." And of course, like Flock tells Mikasa that the commander will be the one to save us, and Mikasa tells Flock to shut up, but Flock says, "How can I shut up at the situation? Don't think that you're the only one suffering here, okay? I don't think you realize there's not a single soldier on the other side of the walls that is alive right now. They were all bashed to pieces into chunks of meat by the Beast Titan's rock throwing. You know, out of all the people, I was the only one that survived. And later, I end up finding Eren, who's at the chunk of death, and I was going to put him out of his misery. But then I realized that the only way to defeat the Titans is the devil himself. And a coward like me who's alive is to bring back this devil alive. So don't you dare get in my way." And he charges at Mikasa. Mikasa was going to hit him with her sword, and Levi tries to stop her from doing that, but Hanji comes in the last minute and stops Mikasa and gets her off Levi. We see to it, of course, that John and Connie, along with like Hanji, realizes the situation with Armin, Eren, and Bertolt, and they go like, "No way. What the hell is this? How can this be?" And Levi prepares the injection for Eren, and Mikasa screams in mental distressed agony of what's going to happen, and Hanji tries to convince Mikasa to let Eren survive because all the scouts are dead right now, and without Eren, we won't be able to like bring in the victory against the Titans. But Mikasa says Armin is able to do that too, you know. And of course, Mikasa was still trying to fight, but Hanji manages to calm Mikasa down by telling her that there are other people who I want to bring back too. I actually have hundreds. And we get to see a scene how Hanji managed to survive and what happened to her other eye. One of our subordinates pushes her into a well where she could survive the Colossal Titan's explosion. And Hanji explained like there's a lot of people who I want to bring back, but you should know it too, right? Ever since I joined the Survey Corps, there was always going to be people who will be separated from us. It hurts. It's painful. We can barely keep our minds in check or keep our sanity in the ozone, or should I say the normal zone. But I'm going to tell you right now, no matter how painful and no matter how bad it is, we have to keep moving forward. Mikasa, remembering her times with Armin and Eren all together, decides to stop and gives in, not to resist anymore in other cases. Levi gets his grabbed foot by Eren, and Eren asks Levi, like, do you know the sea or the ocean? It's a vast, big lake that stretches beyond the horizon. It was a dream that Armin had. All I ever had was the freaking, like, revenge against the Titans and avenge my mother. Except him, he had a childhood dream, but that's all he ever had. And this scene literally took the cake for me in terms of the voice acting. It freaking blew my eyes to a point where I really wanted to drop the tears, but because it was just very good voice acting. But aside from that, Levi was still not convinced otherwise, and he tells everyone to get away because he's going to give the injection to Eren and about to have him eat Bertolt. And then Levi remembers the time of what his uncle said about people being drunk on something in the world, otherwise they won't be able to move on, which is something that is understandable and relatable. And Levi thinks in his mind, all you kids are just brats, you know that? Spouting out nonsense, talking about dreams you have, nothing more than what else you could ever offer. And before Levi was about to like inject Eren, he remembers his eavesdropping with Armin talking about an ocean, and before he could give the injection to Irvin or something, Irvin, on the other hand, raises his hand in a dreamlike state, I think in the time that he's dying, asks his teacher, like, how do we know such thing exists? And Levi, remembering he told Eren to give up his dream and die with the soldiers that he's going to lead, and he will kill the Beast Titan. And we see to it that Levi made his choice, and we see to it that Bertolt gets eaten by a Titan that looks like Armin, and of course, like, Armin was the one who's been chosen to be transformed into a Titan and eat Bertolt. Bertolt asked everyone for help, but they fell on deaf ears, can only look on in sorrow, while Armin eats him alive, with Bertolt screaming out Annie and Reiner as his last words before being chomped and gobbled up. We see to it that Flock asks Levi, why did you like inject Armin of all people? Why not Irvin? And Levi tells Flock, can't we just forgive him and let him go? He became a demon because we asked him to. He became a demon because we needed him to become one. And we were about to bring him back into this hell and give him more misery, possibly. So, knowing that his job should be done, we can let him rest at long last. And of course, Hanji tells Levi that he's already passed on after Levi says, it's going to take a while for me to take down the Beast Titan. Forgive me, Irvin. And Levi can only look on in distress and sorrow, knowing that Irvin has already passed on or died already. And we see to it that Mikasa, Eren, along with Connie and John are happy to see that Armin is okay and alive after eating Bertolt, and the episode ends out there. Preview of next episode will be about the basement that's been somewhat of the main objective throughout the series after going through such crazy obstacles, and they're about to reach it there. This is where I would tell all you anime-onlys to be prepared for some major revelation, because I remember when I read it in the manga, and I'm pretty sure a lot of manga readers must have read it too, they must have been shocked to their heels right now, especially mine alone. But it all depends on what you're looking for or what you are expecting, you know. But aside from that, yeah, all I can really tell you without a lot of detail, despite me giving out a long recap, which is like Very, very long, forgive me. All I can tell you is that everyone's tired. The Beast Titan escapes with the Titan that he's riding on, along with Reiner, leaving Bertolt to die, along with like whatchamacallit, Levi making the choice of having to inject Armin or Irvin. Levi was about to inject Irvin so the survey occurs and humanity can have its hope against the Titans, but decides to like give Armin the injection after he told Irvin to die with everyone else and give up your dream, and I would take down the Beast Titan. So, yeah. I never thought my recap video would be this long. I mean, it's already past the 15-minute mark, etc. But, you know, guess I gave out way too much detail because, like, yeah, I guess it is what it is. Looking forward to the next episode, and like I said, depending if you guys are anime onlys, be prepared for some major revelation depending how you feel about the series or depending on what you're expecting or what you're looking forward to. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I did. And like I said, the subtitles are a bit off, so you may have to wait a little bit longer, but it all depends how long you can wait. So yeah, until then, peace out, bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!